All right. Good morning, everybody. I think I'm on now. Sorry for being a little late. The donuts were a little behind. I just loaded the van, but I wanted to get all three deliveries in the van. And actually, they just fit too. WhatADay had a big order, but we also have Gourmet Girls. So we got three deliveries today. They are all in the van. Let me just get Rosie going here.
Connected to YouTube live stream
there we go.
STJ39YFIL5S.
There you go. She's up.
Connected to YouTube live stream STJ39YFIL5S.
She's up. She's awake. We're all ready. All right, so we got the van is loaded. We've got WhatADay. We've got Lenny's. They had a pretty good size order. Gourmet Girls has a cake I need to take there. They had a special delivery. I think it's a quarter half or a quarter sheet cake. And WhatADay.
Donor 1561 says, "Good morning, Rosie."
Hey. Well, good morning, Fred. I'll speak for Rosie. Well, actually, you could speak for Rosie. You could make that morning greeting and then also say good morning to yourself, and Rosie would read it. That's what's great about Rosie. She does it all. What is the other thing? Okay, let me just make sure our music is going to work for the whole ride. The whole ride. I like to reset it to the beginning so that I don't have to worry about that. There we go. All right, seatbelts on. Lights are on. Camera. Audio. Everything's good. Okay. Here we go. And I got my coffee.
Flag owner 1561 says, "How did you get the Jetsons to give up, Rosie?"
I know. I'm kind of going with the Jetsons theme. I forget, what did I call my, I'm calling my, I probably could get a copyright strike on that. I'm calling my, what's it called? My gimbal? I think I was calling that Gizmo. Is that the name of their pet? Gizmo? I can't remember now. But anyway. Because to me, a gimbal is like a little animal. It acts like a little animal. So it's 70 degrees, but it feels a little bit sticky today. Actually, on the way up, I was running through some
Flag owner 1561 says Astro is the name of their dog.
Astro, yes. That was the name. Yeah, Astro. So my gimbal is going to be Astro. My text to speech is Rosie. I had a couple others. I actually sat down one time and mapped it out. Who should be what player? What character from the Jetsons? So yeah, it feels a little bit, it's like humid. So even though it's 70, it feels a little warmer than that. Yesterday was sunnier than I thought it was going to be.
Donna says Elroy. Fred Owner 1561 says, "Can you tell I watched too much television as a kid?"
Yeah, I know I did. But when we were little, it was a little more controlled. It seemed like a lot of TV, but we could only watch cartoons on the weekend when I was little. And that wasn't because it was like a household rule. That was because that was the only time they showed them. Except like in the afternoons, we had a local channel that had some cartoons during the week. Speed Racer. Speed Racer was always a good one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, I do have a van full of stuff, but in the back of the van, it's very well laid out, so I don't have anything really in a vulnerable position. Saturday morning, the weekend is here. And next week will be the 4th of July.
Flag owner 1561 says, did you watch the Japanese superhero Ultraman?
I probably saw it. I can't. The sound of that name is familiar, but it wasn't one I watched a lot. I think I was aware of it. Did the lips in that cartoon not match the words because it was actually made in Japan? Like, is it like a cartoon version of those shows you would see where people were talking and they were speaking in Japanese, but they dubbed over American words, and it was crazy obvious. I think they had cartoons that worked like that too. Their lips would always keep going for a while after. They would say good morning, but the person's mouth would go on for like a minute. So yesterday, I had a good day yesterday.
Lovey-dovey says, good morning, Craig and chat.
Good morning, Katina. Welcome to the van. Happy Saturday. One week till the 4th of July. 1 week. That reminds me, I think I have to fix my scheduled.
Flag owner 1561 says, yes, the soundtrack did not match.
Yeah, then I think I do remember seeing that, because I remember cartoons that did that. I remember the kung fu shows that did that too, with real people. I don't even know about Speed Racer. Did Speed Racer's mouth match his words? I don't remember. I don't remember. I liked that show when I was little. I don't know why. I think it was because of the song. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go. That was an iconic theme song. Plus, I was fascinated by cars.
Donna says also love the Sunday comics in newspaper.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Newspapers. Speaking of newspapers, I saw a YouTube clip.
Lovey
Now,
Dovey says Captain Planet plays in my head often.
Captain Planet? I don't remember Captain Planet. I don't remember the song. No, it wasn't on YouTube. I think I just heard somebody say it on a podcast. But they were talking about, it was a clip from, I guess it was a commercial or a news segment from the 1980s. And it was talking about, imagine getting up in the morning and reading your newspaper on the computer. They weren't even talking about phones at that point. They were talking about computers. So they thought it would be amazing if you got up in the morning and you went to your computer and read the newspaper instead of getting it delivered to your house. That's what they thought was crazy. Like if anybody had told them that you could just pick up your phone and hit a button, that you would basically be carrying the world's newspapers around with you in your pocket, they would have thought you were completely nuts. They probably would have put you in an institution. Because we had institutions back then. Oh, so different. It was so different.
Flag owner 1561 says I remember in second grade the futuristic thing in our weekly reader was one day you will be seeing the people who you are talking to. Now Donna says I remember being told that one day we would be able to talk back to the TV.
Yeah,
Flag owner 1561 says everybody in our class said it will never happen.
I know. It's funny, isn't it? It's crazy. I mean, a lot of the stuff that we saw in the Jetsons is happening. I mean, okay, we didn't get to the flying cars. We haven't done that yet, but robots, microwave ovens.
Flag owner 1561 says and a lot of this stuff started with the original series Star Trek. Now Donna says that I am still very disappointed about flying cars.
Yeah, I know. I know. It seems like they are. I think that we have the technology to do it, but I don't see how they can. That would be so difficult to manage. Like, how do you keep people from running into each other? I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, they make drones that are big enough to do it.
Donna says yes, Star Trek had cell phones. Fred Owner 1561 says one day, there will be actually 6 million man. Because we have the technology, we can rebuild him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
now,
true.
Lovey says it would be a mess in the air pollution.
I really wanted to get one of those things. I still would like to do it. I mean, I don't think I'll never say never. I like those things that these already exist, where it's like a
Lovey says
hang glider.
air to the birds.
It's like a hang glider above your head, and you're sitting on this thing. It kind of looks like, you know, those bikes that people sit on? It looks like one of those with a great big fan behind you. And basically you fly along. You're sitting in like what kind of looks like a bike. Behind you is this fan, and above you is like one of those sort of rectangular kind of parachute things. And you're just kind of sailing along. So it's kind of like you're hang gliding, but because you've got the fan behind you, you just keep going. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. But you can buy those, I think. I just don't know what. There's got to be tight regulation around it, because otherwise you would see a lot of them around. I don't ever see them. I always wanted to fly. That was my big thing, man. I really wanted to fly when I was little. I just want to be able to lift up off the ground, float around. I don't want to have to flap, though. I don't want to have to flap my arms. I want to just be able to levitate and then move in certain directions. I used to dream about it all the time.
Donna says they use them in the Everglades, I think.
I could see that. Yeah, they probably do. Because it kind of goes with those boats they have down there. It's very similar to those the boats where the big fan is in the back. I think they can go pretty high, too. Actually, it's kind of awful, but I think, isn't that what the terrorists used in that attack on Israel? Didn't they fly over the border in some of the things sort of like that? I feel like that's what they look like. That's not a very good representation, but that is. I think that's one time I saw them. Unfortunately, being used for no good. I did not get a chance to look at the weather this morning, so I don't know if we're supposed to have. I don't think we're supposed to have rain today. But it was supposed to be wet weather yesterday, and it ended up being okay. We had some sun. I saw a news clip yesterday, a local news clip about the tall ships. It looked like there was somebody downtown, and it looked like some more ships they come in. I think there were some more arriving on Thursday. And then today and tomorrow, the air show in Baltimore is like from 12 to 4. But I don't think I'm going to get down. I won't be able to get down there for that. I don't think. What else is kind of, I saw them talk about yesterday was they took one of those, I've been downtown a couple of times now taking some video, and they have those pavilions that they're going to tear down in the fall, the old Harbor Place pavilions. And I saw yesterday they were talking about, I guess whoever owns those pavilions were letting the Sail 250 people, they're coordinating with them to have like little, I think they've opened up one area where they're going to let people have displays, and kind of like you can take kids in there and it'll show them about tall ships and shipping in general, maritime activities. But that was pretty good. At least they're going to get use out of that building. Anybody got any interesting plans for today? I will be at the bakery probably until 12 or 1. I left yesterday at 1. Probably be there until 12 or 1 today. I think at 12 o'clock, especially if I'm still at the bakery, I'm going to try to tune in to the audio.
Donna says the trial I am watching on Core TV is on Today Live.
Ah, well, that's cool. Is this still the one with that lady? I think you were saying it was the one with the lady and the police officer. I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but the one that I think they accused her of running over her boyfriend.
Donna says no college football player.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah. No. The one in the tent? Oh wow, I didn't know they were having that one. Like you can actually watch it live. It's in the courtroom. I didn't know they were doing that one. Live. I thought that was, what are they doing with that one? Am I thinking of the right one? I thought they already finished that one.
Donna says no tent.
Okay, it's a different one. A lot of people out on the street today. Sort of hanging out. Kind of weird. There was a guy walking onto the highway with a...
Owner 1561 says that one was Carmelo Anthony, and he got 35 years in prison.
Right. Yeah, that one's over. I'm not thinking of the right one because that one is done.
Donna says lawyers are driving the judge crazy.
Sometimes they can drive viewers crazy too. It's very, very interesting to see how they try to work their cases. I've been called for jury duty pretty regularly over the past, whatever, maybe 20 years. You know, I guess it comes up every few years, but I've never been picked for a truck. I mean, sometimes you come up, but they don't call you, right? We have to call in the night before. So if your turn for jury duty comes up in Maryland, or at least in Baltimore County, you get a number, and the night before your date, you call in, and they'll say numbers above a certain amount or below a certain amount or whatever. But a few times I haven't even needed to go because my number didn't get picked. But then a couple times I've had my number picked and I didn't. Sat for like half a day.
Owner 1561 says I've gotten to serve on 3 different juries.
Really?
Now Donna says they are going to have this guy's old girlfriends on the stand.
Oh wow, that ought to be interesting. A little drama. Look, our bright guy's there. Lenny's sign is still out. Let's go around this way here. I'm pulling down here because our red guy is there. All right, so I'll be right back. Let me get the rack. Oh, wait a minute. Fred said something. I saw a big text, so let me wait for that. Come on, Rosie. I saw something hit the screen. Might be faster for me to just...
Owner 1561 says strange thing of it is not guy I want to school with that. I was friends with I got to the service and alternate on his how in the world that happened. I have no idea.
Oh, wow. That's a coincidence. Ooh. Head there. You're probably not going to hear me too far because I'm a little far from the door today. All right, come on, guys. Didn't they see me out there? Good morning.
Good morning.
Everybody's delivering.
What?
Well, he's here already.
Is there?
Yeah.
They locked the door on you.
I know. Good morning. It's warm in here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you say, you know, how do you say?
Oh, the machine. Yeah. Oh. Good morning. We got a different angle on this delivery today. Oh, let's get one. Wow, it's nice and cool in the van. It is muggy outside. I don't know what the temperature is yet. Now. There's their Lenny sign out. See, so all those donuts are WhatADay. The box back there is the cake for Gourmet girls. And then this is all Lenny stuff. So we had a full van. I've got a rack that will go a little bit higher. We just need a bigger rack. There we go. Let's do that. That'll work. All right, let's start out with some Danish. I got a lot of Danish today. 44. 44 Danish. Keep an eye on that rack. It's in a potential roll. I don't want to move it though. Cookies. I got lots of cookies. 40 cookies today. 40 choc tops. Chocolate tops. And then last but not least, the eclairs and the cakes. So 4 eclairs, 2 half rainbow cakes, and 1 whole rainbow cake. Let's put it there. There's a bar that goes across that. I don't want to. I'm going to leave them there. No, I'm not. It's been making a funny noise. Let's just think. In this rack. Rearranging. Okay. I'll leave you there. All right, man. Have a good weekend. Right. Lenny's is done. I'm pretty sure the Gourmet girls will be there at 6 o'clock. Jesus, door. Got to do something about that. I feel like I'm slamming it. Whatever, I close it. Okay. Lenny's is done. Gourmet girls. Here we go. 6:01. We're actually okay on time. This is better. I had the choice. Jennifer was finishing up the donuts for WhatADay, and she's like, "Do you want to take this down? You know, you want to go down to Lenny's and Gourmet girls and come back?" I used to do that every now and then, but it actually, you know, if it's going to be like 10 minutes, which is what she said, 10 or 15 minutes, it's better to just wait because I know when I do it the other way, when I make it 2 separate trips, I don't get to WhatADay until very close to 7. And I don't like that. I like to be a little earlier. They got 178 donuts today. They are not messing around. Okay, let's do this. Good. There are 178 donuts, which is a pretty high number for them. For like a normal day. And then, I mean, it's Saturday, but still, it's not like a holiday. And then they got 8 cinnamon buns. That's a pretty high number. And then I think it was 6 cronuts. So, pretty good size order. We almost made it. Almost. They got fancy when they built this bridge. It goes over the highway. I don't know how much longer we're gonna have. Let's see if we get a green light now. I won't show you. We did get a green light, of course. But they've got like this little fancy emblem with a P. Because this neighborhood that we're kind of driving into here is called Pikesville. So they have their little P for Pikesville on the bridge. Gourmet. I'll be surprised if the door is unlocked today. Maybe it will be. But they don't always expect me on Saturdays. Oh, she's there. Is she there? Yeah, she's there. Good. Good. Oh, we gotta get gas today too. We're gonna have to stop for gas. After WhatADay. Yep. Okay. All right, let me carry this in. I think I'm just going to grab it and go over because it's only one. I'll be very quick. It's just a little cake. Quarter sheet cake. Well, it sounded like a good plan, but door's locked. I'm back. Make a phone call here. Hola. That's what she's gonna say. Hola. I got a cake for you. Here she is. I never know whether. Hey, it's Craig. I got a cake. There you are. It's muggy out there. Just one cake. Special delivery. All right. Have a good weekend. All righty. Done. On to WhatADay. Our final destination on today's delivery tour will be WhatADay, a casual dining establishment in Eldersburg, Maryland, serving breakfast, lunch. I guess they have dinner. I don't know how late they're open. See the deer in the cemetery. Just checking it out. Don't see any today. I definitely want to get that larger rack ready because, like, WhatADay has been, their numbers have been like, squirrel, stay over there. Good boy. Their volume of donuts sales has steadily, I mean, I've been doing this for a year now, and it always kind of bounced around 100, sometimes lower on weekdays, a little higher on the weekends. But it seems like they've been on a roll lately. They've been on a donut roll. So last week when I went downtown, I took the subway, and I've mentioned that it was a completely different ride. Like, it was very pleasant. Well, all right, so maybe not very, but it was pleasant. And it was, the trains were on time. I didn't have to wait. Everything was great, which was nice. It was a nice change from my previous ride. But I will say the new cars were very clean and very, they look nice. But the seats, and I'm sure it's built this way for efficiency, but they're like a hard plastic seat instead of having the cushion. And, that really makes a difference when you're riding for, I think they say it's 25 minutes from Owings Mills, which is the furthest station out to downtown. It's 25 minutes, I think is what they said. It's a long time to sit on a hard surface. comfortably. It's doable. They also have like the back foam is like slightly curved. I know this is riveting conversation, but it was the back's slightly curved, right? So it kind of goes in at the bottom a little bit, like it's supposed. I think it's supposed to form to your back, but it definitely doesn't meet. It doesn't match the curve of my spinal cord. I probably blame that. That's probably more my fault than it is the subway, but I don't know. That would be the only thing I would say about the new trains is that the seats are not as comfortable. But they're probably easier to keep clean. The other ones, I mean, the other ones don't have, it's not a fabric. It's like a, or I guess I should say the fabric is like a, it's not soft. Like if you spill something on it, it's going to roll right off. It's not really going to sink into a cushion or anything. But they were a little bit more comfortable. I say this in case anybody from the Maryland.
Sean White says morning.
Sean, good morning. Happy Saturday. We're getting close to the area where I see my deer every now and then. We have a stalker deer here. Sean, I saw you in a chat room. Might have been Dana. I think I popped into Dana's chat sometime. I don't even know when it was. But you joined the chat and said something about making $300, 300 something in 8 hours. It was very impressive. Very impressive. You're like on fire. I think you say you drove like 250 miles that day, but still, that's still a lot of money. I was working. I didn't talk. I'm confessing to the fact that I lurk in these rooms sometimes. I just kind of hang out. And I must have been on the computer because I saw the chat. Sometimes
Sean White says I made $331 in 8 hours all rideshare yesterday.
Oh,
Sean White says
Rideshare.
I am working. Have a catering order in 40 minutes.
Wow. Oh, it was Rideshare. Well, that makes sense because that part of the conversation was talking about Rideshare, and you were recommending that they don't do it at night, which makes sense. Wow, that's pretty good. Can you combine Rideshare and DoorDash? Pick somebody up and be like, all right, but we got to stop at McDonald's. I got to pick something up and drop it off. That would be funny. Maybe Uber. So is that Uber? Were you doing Uber Rideshare? And did you, I guess you didn't live stream. Did you live stream a Rideshare? I got a lot of questions, Sean. Got a lot of questions. Curious.
Sean White says Uber and Lyft. OG Sean White says no.
Oh, no, okay. So you didn't live stream it. Looks like we're going to have cloudy weather today. I got to look up the forecast. Yellow light. I think I did see a weather report, though, that our friends over in the UK and France are still getting that heat wave. Gotta remember the next time Chris joins us. Ooh, I think I saw a deer over there, right? Yeah, 3 of them. There were 3 deer standing by. They were headed toward the shopping center. But we're going to have to ask Chris when he joins us the next time if he got his air conditioner. I don't know how they survive over there without air conditioners. If they run into a heat wave. I think that's highly unusual for them to have a heat wave, but still. Stay over there, buddy. Stay over there. I was watching, Jennifer was making cookies yesterday.
Cree says hello, all. What's happening?
Mookie, good morning. It's our normal Saturday stuff. We had 3 deliveries today. We're on the way to WhatADay, so we're up to the last one. I do have to get gas today, so after WhatADay, I'll be stopping to get gas. But what have you been up to? Last Thursday, I see drops. See a couple drops on the windshield. I don't know what's going on. Getting a drizzle. Last Thursday, I went to downtown and saw the tall ships. That was kind of cool. And we have a number of air show, like, I think we've got people from France, Sweden, maybe? I don't know about Sweden. There are like 4 or 5 different groups that are doing the air show in Baltimore today and tomorrow. Like the Navy Blue Angels are down there. I saw them on Thursday.
Craze says been working and do dashing when I have some time. It's been strangely addicting.
The door dashing is strangely addicting. I would imagine it is. Oh, we're gonna go. Oh, that was close. I would imagine that it is. I think that would be something I would kind of like too, if I ever did it. I think there was a person sitting in that cemetery right by the road.
Sean White says Mookie they suck you in and then step on her dreams.
And then stack. What do they do that destroys your dreams? Do they offer like an incentive to get you in? Like, are there bonuses for new people? Or benefits?
Reese says yes. It's sort of fun. I like to sing a lot in the car and deliver while wailing bad disco songs. OG Sean White says the whole platinum BS. OG Sean White says yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's true. Did you guys see, I think this was a couple of weeks ago, where one of the DoorDash automated delivery thing, whatever you call them, the little robot DoorDash thing, like rolled up on there was some kind of like police action in progress, basically like a police line that nobody could cross. But this DoorDash thing drove right into the road, right into like the middle of some police action that was off limits. I feel like I saw that a couple weeks ago on some kind of, probably a YouTube clip. What I wasn't sure whether it was the criminal.
Bree says yes. At off some point they make it a challenge to get your score a certain way, and I like challenges.
Yeah, that's true. If you've got that kind of, I think I would probably get sucked into that too. I was curious whether the DoorDash bot rolled into that scene because the criminal that they were trying to capture had ordered something, or whether it was just some unfortunate neighbor that wanted their meal delivered. Be funny if it was the criminal. Like you've got like a hostage scene set up. The police are outside, staked out. You're held up in some house, so you order DoorDash, and the bot drives up and delivers your food. Be a great commercial for DoorDash. Have you ever thought of holding your neighbors hostage? But you haven't done it because you thought, I might get hungry. Now we've solved that problem.
Bree says my full-time job is doing something else, so I dash just when I want to.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're kind of like doing it for fun. The thrill of it, the thrill of the dash.
Bree says DoorDash. Even potential criminals deserve a good meal. Alleged criminals. Have not been convicted yet. Adds a whole new meaning to your last meal. That'd be another thing. Like if you were on death row and they Sean says Greg talking about kidnapping again, you got cookies. Now Bree says what is the news on the Lenny sign?
Still out. Still out. Last week they had an issue with their refrigerated display case. I think they've got that fixed now, but that may have distracted them from the sign.
Bree says I picked July 3rd.
No, you're still in the running. Still possible. We're getting close. One week. Hey, where did this rain come from? closer. Oh,
Bree says I need you to give me their phone number.
Lenny's. No, I'm not giving you the phone. uh, Breeze, I know you. You're clever. You can, you know where they are, and you know the name. I, I have absolutely no doubt. I'm going to park closer to the door because I might just run the trays in that way since it's raining. I wonder if I left enough room for the door to be opened. I think I did. You want to find him. Call up
Bree
and say,
says give me their number. OG Sean White says Craig'd let you put me in van wink wink.
can't confirm or deny that this van has ever been used for a kidnapping. All right, apparently they don't know I'm here, so I'm going to call. Watch, when they open the door, they're going to be
Bree
shocked.
says how is business in Boston? At OG Sean White.
What a day, what a day. Sean White, I can speak for Sean. He's been doing very well. All right, let me get out there. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this today, but let's try it. It's raining, so I got to be careful. Where can I put you? It won't get wet. I don't know. About in here. I don't know what I'm doing. Craig, is any part of this cabinet? No. There you go. Stupid place. It's a dumb place to be, but working. You're like inside the door. That's good. It shouldn't get wet. As long as I make it across here quickly enough. Protect the donuts with my body. Also, if I carry them right next to the building, they don't get wet. There's a tiny little roof over the building. Before it gets too crazy, let me get these. This is the dangerous one. So see, this one has powdered sugar on it. See this one, you can't let these get wet. They show. And again, right, one more to go. These are my 8 giant. Good morning. How are you? I'm good. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Stay right there. Raining out there. Thank you. It's getting a little wet out. Oh. All right, guys. Have a good day. I'll be right back to grab you. All right, here we go. See, I got from the van over to here. Little tiny roof. Got to make it work, you know. All right. There we go.
He says rideshare seems sort of interesting as well. What is its biggest downside if there is one? At Og Sean White. OG Sean White says a lot of driving and mileage. Mookie, other than that, emo nothing.
So Sean, do you have like, you know how some people offer like you'll have like little snack food and stuff in your car? Do you do that when you do the ride share? Okay, we gotta stop and get gas today, so I hit my arm. I did something to my arm. Okay. Is that on the windshield? Yeah.
Sean White says, Crag, what is Babka?
What is Babka? What is that? What is Babka? I don't know. What is Babka? Where did you see that? Babka.
Sean White says is a bakery item.
Babka? Like Babka? Babka? I don't know. Babka. I've never heard of it. Babka. Did I say it? I don't think I said it. Babka. I don't know. Now you've got me curious, Sean. I don't know what a Babka is. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Sean White says IBK I am asking you I am outside this bakery waiting for an order. It says there is no babka like this babka and it looks like some bread. Now Bree says babka is a sweet braided cake or viennoiserie that originated in the Jewish communities of Poland and Western Ukraine. OG Sean White says yes babka. Now Bree says pronounced Babka I think. OG Sean White says her voice to text is not working right.
Well, she's. Well, okay. Well, now at least I understand where you got that idea in your head. I don't know. I'm learning something. And I'm kind of surprised that we don't have it. Well, I wonder if it's like just bread, a type of bread. Is that what you were saying? I mean, maybe it's not like a treat. Because we don't.
Sean White says you work in a bakery, you're fired.
True. Well, technically, I work outside the bakery. I do work for a bakery.
Sean White says it looks like a sweet bread with cinnamon or something.
Well, I'm going to have to mention this to Jennifer because I don't think we offer. I don't think we have that on our menu. I've never heard of it. And I'm surprised because Lenny's is in an area that traditionally has a lot of Jewish people. So if that's sort of it came from, I don't know why we wouldn't have it. I don't know. It's a very good question. I'll have to check into Babka.
Bree says it is prepared with a yeast leavened dough that is rolled out and spread with a filling, then rolled up and braided before baking. Traditionally, fillings included jam or nuts. Now Donna says there is a whole Seinfeld episode about it.
About Babka? Well, obviously I never, well, maybe I did, but I probably wasn't focused in on bakeries, but wow. See, every day out here on the road, I learned something. Today, it was Babka. I have to imagine that Jen and Bob know about Babka.
Bree says hello, at Donaku594. OG Sean White says Kreger fired. I just called her boss. He's too disappointed in you all.
When I get back to the bakery, I'm going to say, what's the story about Babka, and see if they probably know. I mean, they probably know. I'm sure they do. And there's probably a reason why we don't have it, if we don't have it. And I'm assuming we don't because I've never seen it in a I'm just a guy out here driving donuts around, you know? That's what I do. Donuts, Danish, no babka, babka, boobka, whatever. You know, if we start making Babka, I can't stop saying it now. If we start making it though now, if I get back to the bakery and I'm like, hey, have you guys ever heard of Babka? And they'll be like, yeah, we tried it one time. It was, it didn't really sell very well. Blah blah blah. But then if we start again,
Bree says, did the rain just start?
the rain started like halfway between Gourmet Girls and WhatADay. So maybe 5 or 10 minutes before we got to WhatADay. So, yes.
OG White says, Craig rematched my live 35 minutes and I show a sign of the Babka and the bakery called Baby.
Okay. I'm going to check it out. I'll send a screenshot of it to Jennifer and Bob. Say, what's the deal? There's a demand for Babka. They're begging for Babka. Begging for Babka. It's letting up a little bit. The rain is letting up, but now we're getting road mist. What's it like up in Boston today? Sunny, rainy?
Bree says, did you rain X?
No, I didn't. I didn't. Why are you? Are you hearing that noise? I was thinking about it after I washed the van the other day. I always think about it when it's raining. I got to do it when it's raining. And I want to buy regular Rain-X. The Rain-X that I have is like this. I think it's got extra wax in it or something. It was like some premium version. And I think it was more waxy. I just want straight up Rain-X. I like Rain-X. Everybody's sitting.
Donna says, I bought a windshield shade yesterday.
That's a good idea.
Breeze says big buffer for me, but back.
Huh. Like the actual spinning wheel kind of buffer? I wonder if cloudy weather has an effect on that. I know that section gets a little pixelated. What is this guy doing? Yeah, come on over. Might want to be in the right-hand lane if you're going to turn. Next time. All right. Oh, look, just in time. A little fuel light just came on.
Breeze says any deer encounters are self-driving robots.
I have seen deer. I mean, I feel like I almost every day I see deer. I haven't had any unusual encounters recently, though. The last one was maybe a week or so ago. We had there's a deer in that neighborhood. We drive through it shortly after we drop off at Gourmet Girls, and I think it was the same deer from when. Second, just back in here. It looked like the same deer from when I stopped and took that short, the video that's in the short where the deer's like standing there with a white fence behind it or something. Well, it was in the same location. It was the same deer standing on the sidewalk when we went by. So I felt like I think that deer was stalking us, but I haven't seen it again since. What are we paying today? $3.39. But then I'm going to get 15 cents off that, I think. Oh, let me put my card in here. Did you take my card? Come on. Wow. Okay. So just got $3.24. That's what we're going to pay. $3.24. It's pretty good here.
Breeze says the relief at the pump has been a welcome relief. OG Sean White says I just ordered a piece of Babka with raspberry frosting on it.
Uh-oh. So Sean's going to be eating Babka. We went from learning what it was to actually consuming it all in one day. So look, it's pretty good. I think that's my lowest price in quite some time. I think the last time we were here it was $3.32 because I get 15 cents off their posted price. Very good. Happy about that. We should have a contest to see when we think gas will go below $3 here at BJ's. When will BJ's gas be below $3? Crystal is not here today, by the way. I didn't think she would be. I think she's Monday through Friday. She's a weekday person. Like a receipt.
Bree says that Akshan White does not mess around. I think you need to find a Babka place and check it out, Craig.
Yeah, I do. I need to find some place that sells Babka. Well, I'm definitely bringing it up with Jennifer and Bob because I don't know why we don't have it. I feel like we're missing a whole market. There's a demand for Babka and we need to fulfill it.
Bree says is Crystal actually her real name or a chat invention? Now Bree says I think it's pronounced Babka.
Babka. Babka. Yeah, that's probably right. Babka. 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 Like a sheep would say it. Babka. 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 Crystal is her real name. I asked her name one time. Like when I was talking to her, I went over to the booth. I forget. I might have been giving her a cookie or something. But I said, "Hey, my name's Craig. What's yours?" And boom, we got it. We got it out of her.
Sean White says 48 minutes. I show it and taste it, Craig.
48 minutes. So do you have it and you're just waiting 48 minutes to eat it, or is it going to take 48 minutes for them to make it? Wouldn't that be funny if, like, They have it on the menu, but nobody ever orders it. So Sean goes in and orders it. They're like, oh my gosh, somebody wants the babka. Babka.
Sean White says they have chocolate babka, cinnamon, blueberry, and raspberry and almond babka.
Wow.
Now Bree says it's so big it will take 48 minutes to eat it.
it's, it's like a meal. Babka. Babka. I kind of like it. That's the way I'm going to say it. Babka. This kind of sounds like you're going to burp. But then you get hungry. Babka. That's the origin of the name.
Bree says what was the total for the gas? OG Sean White says I just got Mary Ann some gluten-free macaroons and brownies.
Very good. There you go. Now there is a good bakery clientele. The total for the gas was $40. $40 and some pennies, but 40 something. That's pretty good. 320. What did I say? 324, right? Babka.
Sean White says Babka was so freaking good. Now Bree says you are a good person. At off Sean White and you are not so bad either, Craig.
Which one did you get, Sean? Which Babka did you get? I mean, it sounds good. The description sounds like I like the fact that it's like in there and you kind of roll it up like a cinnamon roll.
Sean White says raspberry so good.
Oh yeah, that does sound good. I like
Bree says,
raspberry.
I think when ordering or asking for one later, you should go a little lighter on the sheep sound.
Back. Can I? I'd like a blueberry bag and a coffee, please.
Bree says Bob. Babka.
Babka. Bob. Well, that's what a sheep says. Bob. Babka. Bob K. Bob K. Cows are getting a little shower today.
Sean White says it's fresh and warm. Donna says there is a subscription service to get one a month. Now Bree says this is concerning. A bakery dude should know all the popular confectionery.
It's not a popular item here. I'm going to have the story about Babka. I'm going to find out from Jen and Bob what happens, why we don't have it, the history of Babka, and I'm going to be shocked if
Donna says Walmart has it.
Walmart has it. Oh man, well that's why we don't sell it. Because people are buying it at Walmart. Our Babka would be much better than Walmart's Babka. You need Babka. It's made with love. We'll we'll open a bar and call it the Beer and Babka. All right, all right. We're back. All right, folks. So tomorrow I will report in on what I mean, I've
Craze says,
learned.
I will admit that my Babka knowledge comes from Wikipedia. OG Sean White says they're fired.
Yeah, maybe I won't be on tomorrow. I might be fired when I walk in and go, "What's Babka?" That might be just give me the keys now. You're done. But all right, I'll find out what the story is on Babka. Why it isn't in our display case. Watch me walk in. I'm going to walk in there and look first before I ask the question. But I'm almost 100% sure. I wonder if that lady right up there with the red shirt, maybe she's going in. She's hoping to get some babka. It's not going to happen. Not today. All right, everybody. Nice ride. Thanks for joining, hanging out with me. And I will be back tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock. Sundays at 6 here on YouTube.
Donna says, have a great day all.
All right, guys.
Now Breeze says, have a great day, everyone. Good luck keeping you job, Craig.
Thanks. I think I'll be okay, but I'll give you an update tomorrow. Sean, I hope you make a bunch of money today. You always do. Seems like you always do, so that's good. All right, folks, I'm signing out. Have a great one.